Hello, Shirley.
Hi.
How are
Hi.
you?
Hi. Great.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Haven't
Yeah.
seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been?
Um, Not bad. I'm still at work. So wearing I'm wearing uniform.
Are you wearing your work uniform?
Yeah.
Very cool. Where are you working?
I am a dental assistant, so I'm working
Ah,
the clinic.
okay. And at the moment, you have no patients?
Yeah, now, but I have to work after 25 minutes.
Oh, so you have 25 minutes to talk and then you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Well, good. Thank you for coming to our lesson today.
Okay.
Yeah. How has I haven't seen you since COVID started, uh, and I have heard that COVID is now quite bad in Taiwan. Is it
Hmm.
okay in your city, or what is the situation in your city?
Today my city is zero positive patients.
Oh, good, excellent.
Yeah. Hmm.
Which city are you in? Tainan, right?
Tainan.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. And
Hmm.
you're still in the same job that
Hmm.
the whole time, same job, dental assistant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 4 years.
Excellent. Are you enjoying it still?
Yeah, I enjoy the job. The job is give me achievement, and I'm very busy. I enjoy the feeling.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome. Well, it's good to see you again. Thank you
Me,
for coming back to Enjoy ABC. Have you been going to any other classes on
uh,
Enjoy ABC?
but I'm learning Japanese language now.
Are you? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. How is that? Is it easy or is it challenging learning Japanese?
Wow, the Japanese language very challenging.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah. More difficult than English?
Yeah, I think is.
I've heard it's very difficult. I, I have some Japanese students, and
Oh,
they have tried to teach me some Japanese, but it's so
so
challenging.
uh, so you can speak a little Japanese.
No, no. Konnichiwa. That's it.
Okay. おはよう、私はシェリーです。
Oh, you are really good. No, I don't know this much. I don't know
Oh,
this much. I'm very bad.
no, I'm
I've sorry.
I'm a beginner. Beginner.
Yeah, you sound very good.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh, so Shirley, because you're only here for 20 minutes,
Mm,
25 minutes, I will start the video now so you can watch it and then we can talk a bit about it. And if any
okay.
students come later, I will show the video again to them. Okay? So
Okay.
you don't miss out.
Okay.
All right. So today's topic is on food and particularly on coffee, drinking coffee. Do you like drinking coffee?
Um, no, because coffee lead my heart bump quickly, so I cannot try coffee.
It hurts your bum.
Heart bump.
Oh,
Um,
your heart.
yeah.
Hurts your heart. Oh, really?
Mm,
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, this video is all about coffee and how people drink it in different ways all around the world. Okay,
Okay.
so some people, yeah, try and drink coffee in different ways. So we're going to watch the video now,
Mm,
and then we can discuss it. Okay.
okay.
All right. So just bear with me while I share my screen. All right.
For many people, the morning ritual can't be completed without a cup of coffee. Sometimes, maybe even two. The pick-me-up drink is enjoyed around the globe, by many cultures in tons of ways. Let's take a look at how people enjoy their coffee in different parts of the world. Vietnamese egg coffee was invented in 1946, during a wartime milk shortage. Egg yolk and sweetened condensed milk are whipped together to give the coffee a thick and creamy consistency. Australians love their flat white, which is similar to a latte but smaller. Microfoam or steam milk is poured over a shot of espresso. Coffee, or South Indian filter coffee, is made by mixing hot coffee with frothed milk and boiled milk. It's served in a dabara and tumbler. The drink is poured back and forth between the two devices to thoroughly mix the ingredients and cool it down. Ethiopia is considered the birthplace of the coffee plant. Households often host coffee ceremonies 3 times per day. The ceremony involves making coffee from raw beans, which are roasted in a pan. After the beans are ground, they're brewed in a pot, called a jabena. Once it's finished, the host pours the coffee from the jabena into small, handleless ceramic cups. In the Middle East, kahwa, or Arabic coffee, can include spices like cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, and saffron. Arabic coffee is sometimes prepared and served in a traditional coffee pot called a dala. Traditional Turkish coffee is brewed in a pan filled with hot sand. The water and ground coffee beans are put in a coffee pot called a jezve in the sand until it begins to boil and foam at the top. The heat can be adjusted by putting the coffee deeper in the sand. The Greek frappe is said to have been invented by mistake by a Nescafe representative who mixed cold water with instant coffee in a shaker after they couldn't find any hot water. The drink is made up of ice, instant coffee, water, and sugar. The popular drink is served in almost all cafes in Greece today. Espresso originated in Italy and is a classic choice for any time of the day. The coffee is brewed by using pressure to force a small amount of boiling water through finely ground coffee beans. Italy introduced the first steam pressure coffee machine, which we now know as the espresso machine. When in Sweden or Finland, try kaffeost, or coffee cheese. Hot coffee is poured over finished cheese curds, called leivänjuusto. The cheese curds soak up the coffee like bread. Irish coffee is said to have been invented in the winter of 1943 to warm up guests in the airport restaurant near Limerick. The cocktail has hot coffee, Irish whiskey, and sugar, topped with cream. Café Bombón is the staple espresso drink in Spain. The coffee is best served in a glass cup, which allows you to see the layers of condensed milk, espresso, and crema. Café Cubano is served at all hours of the day in Cuba. The small, strong drink has espresso and demerara sugar, whipped with the first few drops of espresso to create a creamy foam. Café de olla is a traditional Mexican specialty coffee made with ground coffee, cinnamon, and piloncillo, or unrefined cane sugar. Café de olla is typically served in a clay mug, which is said to enhance the flavor. Cafezinho is a popular coffee drink in Brazil. Traditionally, it's a small cup of filtered coffee, served with a lot of sugar.
All right.
Okay.
Lots of different types of ways to drink coffee, isn't there, Shirley?
Mm.
Yeah, lots of different ways. And Grace has just joined us. Hello, Grace.
Hi,
Hi.
How are you?
fine. How are you?
I'm good. Grace, have you met Shirley?
No.
No. Shirley has been with Enjoy ABC for a long time, but she hasn't been to a class in some time. Shirley, when was the last time you came to an Enjoy ABC class?
Maybe half a year. Yeah.
About 6 months ago.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so quite a while. Yes, well, it's good to have you back, Shirley. And Grace is one of our new regular members on Enjoy ABC.
Okay.
nice to
So-
meet you, Sherry.
Me too. Nice to meet you.
Grace is from New Taipei, right? Is that
Um,
Grace?
Taipei City.
Oh.
Taipei City.
From Thai.
Can you say it again, Shirley? It cut out.
Sorry. I'm from Tainan.
Tainan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My hometown is in China.
Oh.
Very good. So Grace, we just watched a video all about coffee. So I started the video early today because Shirley is going to be leaving us after about 20 minutes or so. So
Okay.
we watched the video early. Maybe later we can watch it again to discuss it further as well. But
Okay.
Shirley, out of all the different countries, was there a coffee that you liked the look of best? You liked best?
I think the Mexico's yeah.
In Mexico? Where
Yeah.
was Mexico? Where was it? Here. Why did you like the Mexico? Coffee from
Because
Mexico.
the coffee is boiled on the can or a bottle. I think smell very good and
Coffee. 我们上次不是讲过
Is it a word you're searching for, Shirley? What's the word?
Piloncillo.
Yeah, so this is a coffee that's mixed with some cinnamon as well. And piloncillo, I don't even know what this is. Have you heard of what this is?
No.
Piloncillo?
no.
Piloncillo.
Piloncillo. So I think it's a spice they use in Mexico. So
Mm.
yeah, it looks really tasty though, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, some spices. Uh, one of the coffees that's very famous is the one from Ireland. What was different about the Irish coffee? Do you remember, Shirley?
Um, because the their coffee adds some cream or
Cream. Yeah.
cocktail.
Yeah. It's part of a cocktail drink, which means if it's a cocktail, what does it have in it? Coffee, cream, what else?
Alcohol.
Mm.
Alcohol. Exactly right. Have you tried? I know you probably haven't tried. Shirley, Grace, have you tried Irish coffee before?
No, but I heard it. I heard it is alcohol inside.
Yeah. They mix it with a whiskey,
Yeah.
coffee, um, and coffee. Yeah, and there's a what was the Grace? Do you remember what was the reason on to why this drink was invented? Why did they add alcohol to coffee? Do you remember?
I believe whiskey is very popular in Irish, right?
Whiskey is very
Ireland.
popular in Ireland. Yes.
So it's, I don't know why, but I think it's very reasonable they put the whiskey into coffee.
Yeah, maybe. Um, Actually, Shirley, could you read this sentence for us, please?
Okay. Irish coffee is said to have been invented in the winter of 1943 to warm up guests in the airport restaurant near Limerick.
Limerick. Yeah. So why was it invented?
To
Mm.
warm up.
Yeah, to warm up. They were also cold, so the coffee wasn't warm enough. They had to add alcohol as well.
Oh,
Because
Because yeah.
I like to drink the apple tea with brandy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, in winter. That's nice.
Oh, look at you, Grace. I didn't know you like to have drinks like this.
You can boil the flower tea or the apple with the flower tea and then add some blended. It's very nice.
Does it warm you up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. The coffee of Australia. Do you remember what it was called, Shirley? Australian coffee. Do you remember the name?
the name is espresso.
It has espresso in it, but it is called a flat white.
Oh.
Flat white.
Yeah, flat white. Yeah.
They have the cream on top.
It's very similar to a latte.
Oh,
So yeah, so espresso, then milk on top.
Okay.
Yeah, and the milk
It's
is
more like cappuccino, right? Cappuccino is the bubble of the milk.
very similar. So when you steam the milk,
Yeah.
you steam it a little bit longer and you get the froth on top.
Yeah.
So cappuccino is the espresso, the steamed milk, and then on top is the froth. And then they put chocolate powder on top. That is a traditional cappuccino. But espresso with the milk and like steamed milk, not much froth. This is a flat white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Flat.
Very similar to cappuccino and lattes. But yeah, very popular coffee drink in Australia.
Because only espresso is too heavy. I mean, for some people.
Too strong. Yeah.
Too strong, yes.
Which country did espresso begin in?
Italy.
Italy. Yeah. Grace, have you been to Italy?
Yep. I've been to
When you
Venice.
was it only Venice? Did you go to Rome as well?
No, I didn't have time to. I only passed by the airport.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if I saw this in Venice, but I definitely saw this in Rome. But the very, very popular site that you see in Italy or in Rome were the espresso bars. Did you see these in Venice where you had the local Italian people go in, like at a bar where you buy a beer, but instead of a beer, they're drinking espresso.
Yeah, they have a small coffee shop everywhere, and they just go in and for a cup of espresso and then walk away like 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. They go in, they stand up, have their espresso, then go.
Yes, and
Yes.
one of my client, their factory has espresso machine. Like he say he needs 3 cups a day. I mean, oh,
So strong.
yes.
How do we pronounce this word? Shirley, can you say this word for us? Where is it? It's espresso. Where is Italy? Where is it? Espresso. This word. This word here, Shirley. Can you pronounce it for us, please?
Espresso.
Espresso. Perfect pronunciation. A mistake many people make is go EX, espresso. Espresso.
Oh.
It's a common pronunciation mistake people make. But Shirley, you read it correctly. It's espresso. ES.
Oh.
Yeah, espresso.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's many native English speakers cannot say this word correctly. They say it the wrong way.
I heard everybody say espresso.
Yeah, it's espresso, not espresso. What's it? Espresso.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's incorrect. Yeah, espresso. And interesting one. Oh, do you have to go soon, Shirley?
Oh yeah. After 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Well, maybe as I want to, if you can read this 21 paragraph sentence for us, please, before you go.
Okay. The Greek frappe is said to have been invented by mistake by a Nescafe representative who mixed cold water with instant coffee in a shaker after they couldn't find any hot water.
Seriously.
Yeah. So this was really the beginning of iced coffee. So cold coffee frappes. This word we say, it's a French word, Shirley? Frappe.
Oh, frappe.
Frappe. Yeah.
Frappe.
Yeah. That's a French word. That's how.
Oh.
Yeah. So frappe is like cold coffee mixed with ice. Yeah. I didn't know. It was invented by mistake.
I didn't know either. I remember it's very sweet, the Greek coffee.
Very sweet. They add a lot of sugar to it.
Yes. Because they eat very late. They eat after 10 and finish like 12. And then they go to work at 8 o'clock the next morning. So they need the drink. Very healthy.
Very healthy, yes. Well, Shirley, thank you so much for coming along today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, hope I see you again next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, Grace, now it's just you and me. I am going to play this video again because it's quite interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Oh, I put it to normal speed. All right.
For many people, the morning ritual can't be completed without a cup of coffee. Sometimes, maybe even 2. The pick-me-up drink is enjoyed around the globe by many cultures in tons of ways. let's take a look at how people enjoy their coffee in different parts of the world. Vietnamese egg coffee was invented in 1946 during a wartime milk shortage. Egg yolk and sweetened condensed milk are whipped together to give the coffee a thick and creamy consistency. Australians love their flat white, which is similar to a latte but smaller. Microfoam or steam milk is poured over a shot of espresso. Coffee, or South Indian filter coffee, is made by mixing hot coffee with frothed milk and boiled milk. It's served in a dabara and tumbler. The drink is poured back and forth between the two devices to thoroughly mix the ingredients and cool it down. Ethiopia is considered the birthplace of the coffee plant. Households often host coffee ceremonies 3 times per day. The ceremony involves making coffee from raw beans, which are roasted in a pan. After the beans are ground, they're brewed in a pot called a jabena. Once it's finished, the host pours the coffee from the jabena into small, handleless ceramic cups. In the Middle East, kahwa, or Arabic coffee, can include spices like cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, and saffron. Arabic coffee is sometimes prepared and served in a traditional coffee pot called a dala. Traditional Turkish coffee is brewed in a pan filled with hot sand. The water and ground coffee beans are put in a coffee pot called a jezve in the sand until it begins to boil and foam at the top. The heat can be adjusted by putting the coffee deeper in the sand. The Greek frappe is said to have been invented by mistake by a Nescafe representative who mixed cold water with instant coffee in a shaker after they couldn't find any hot water. The drink is made up of ice, instant coffee, water, and sugar. The popular drink is served in almost all cafes in Greece today. Espresso originated in Italy and is a classic choice for any time of the day. The coffee is brewed by using pressure to force a small amount of boiling water through finely ground coffee beans. Italy introduced the first steam pressure coffee machine, which we now know as the espresso machine. When in Sweden or Finland, try kafust, or coffee cheese. Hot coffee is poured over finished cheese curds, called leipä-juusto. The cheese curds soak up the coffee like bread. Irish coffee is said to have been invented in the winter of 1943 to warm up guests in the airport restaurant near Limerick. The cocktail has hot coffee, Irish whiskey, and sugar, topped with cream. Café Bombón is a staple espresso drink in Spain. The coffee is best served in a glass cup, which allows you to see the layers of condensed milk, espresso, and crema. Café Cubano is served at all hours of the day in Cuba. The small, strong drink has espresso and demerara sugar, whipped with the first few drops of espresso to create a creamy foam. Café de olla is a traditional Mexican specialty coffee, made with ground coffee, cinnamon, and piloncillo, or unrefined cane sugar. Café de olla is typically served in a clay mug, which is said to enhance the flavor. Cafezinho is a popular coffee drink in Brazil. Traditionally, it's a small cup of filtered coffee, served with a lot of sugar.
All right.
Interesting.
Lots of different types of coffee, right?
Yes. But the common is they all with sugar, a lot of sugar.
It's true. And spice, lots of different spices and things like this. In Taiwan, is there a traditional way to drink coffee?
No, the coffee taste we have used the Siam. I don't know how to say. They have the different type of the coffee maker.
Oh, like the
Similar to the Japanese.
It's like drip, like a
Yeah, drip.
yeah. So
drip.
it's like a percolate. Like we use the. It's what is the word for that?
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, it's brewed. It could be like brewed coffee or percolated. Percolated. Am I spelling this correctly? I don't know.
Percolate.
Percolated. 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 Here we go. Percolated. Percolated?
Yeah,
Coffee.
percolate.
It's like through a filter. Is this translation, is this correct? Shenlu?
Shenlu, yeah, just like this. Can you see it?
Can you lift your phone up a little bit? Up. I can't see your phone. Can you up to the camera?
Hold on.
Up. Oh.
Have you saw this before?
I haven't seen this before. No.
No? Okay, this is the one kind of equipment we make the coffee.
Really? Do you have one of these?
Yeah, my dad will use this one to cook the coffee. This is called, the one you say.
It's called, I'm saying, like percolated.
Yeah, percolated.
So that's just the look of the machine. Coffee
machine. Chiffon.
Oh, chiffon.
Chiffon. Yeah, chiffon coffee.
Cool. I think this is similar to the type of coffee they do in Vietnam as well. They use a similar. Type.
But they use different type. They use very simple one.
Like, okay. Yeah, but it's different to espresso because it's just brewed through a filter very slowly, isn't it?
Yeah. They will boil in the water, and then when the water boiling, they will pull up and then cook the coffee, and then you have to cool down the bowl, and then the water will come down.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, interesting. That's very different to the espresso machine that pumps the water through with force.
Yeah.
Through the coffee.
I think the taste is more tender than espresso.
You think?
Yeah.
More tender.
And more tender to me because we use the fresh coffee bean and to ground it into powder. The best test is within 7 days. Otherwise, the flavor will go away. So my father used to ground the coffee every morning. And the best taste is you bake the coffee bean fresh. So 7 days is a limited time.
Yeah, right. You have only a limited time to drink it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna bring up something you said. You described the flavor of the brewed coffee as more tender than espresso. Tender.
Yeah, to me it's more tender because it can show that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand this term, whether we use this in English. Yeah, the term tender. Explain to me what you believe tender to mean. Define tender, like tubia, like the translation there in Chinese. What does tender mean to you?
More soft, I think. Right?
So
more
in English.
Gentle. More gentle.
Yeah. So in English, we use this word tender really in two ways. We use it when we're talking about meat.
Meat.
If we eat meat and it's very easy to chew, it's very soft.
So it's called tender.
We say this meat is very tender.
Okay, soft.
Soft. If someone is very kind and caring to a person, say, it's very tender.
Yes.
feelings. Very kind, soft, gentle. Like you said, gentle, tender.
Okay. So how about the taste of the drink?
No, we wouldn't. But I think of a different word we probably would use. The word would probably be this one, mild.
Mild. Oh, okay. Mild is more like, oh, okay, okay. Mild.
Yeah, not as strong a flavor, a more softer flavor.
Okay, more
Mild.
soft, more mild.
Yeah. So it goes along with what you were trying to say, tender, a softer flavor.
Yeah,
But mild is more in connection with flavor,
mild.
whereas tender is more in connection with texture. Like it's not so chewy; it's soft to chew. It's very
Okay.
soft. Yeah. So mild's probably the best term to use there. Can you explain to me the difference between the two Chinese translations, though? Tubio and when he day, these two.
The first one, the tender one is wrong. It's not the correct translation.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah, and mild is the correct one. It's 温和的.
Ah, that's the correct one. Okay.
Yes.
Ah, good. Excellent. Very good. All right. Were there any of these different types of coffees that you've never seen before that interested you?
Never seen before.
Mm.
Like Ethiopia.
Oh, the Ethiopian? Ethiopian?
Ethiopian. I don't know how to pronounce.
Can I
They
see your
did
face? I want to see your mouth when you pronounce this. Can you show me your mouth? I can't see your mouth.
Etho.
You got to. Okay, this is the typical English th where you have to stick your tongue out. Ethiopian.
Ethiopian.
Yeah, perfect. Ethiopian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ethiopian. They boil the coffee with the whole coffee bean, not grounded.
Yeah, they roast it.
That is
Yeah.
weird things to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it tastes like.
Yeah. However, this is where the coffee plant originated from. These are the people
Yeah,
that
I
did
know,
it
but
originally.
I just surprised how they cook the coffee. They didn't even ground it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
their coffee is really nice because in Taiwan we like too many people drink coffee and they are specialty to finding the different area coffee from different world. So it's as a Ethiopia is a very good place to purchase different type of coffee.
the coffee beans.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know they drink in this way. This is weird.
Yeah. So it's interesting because most people have roasting machines. They're roasted professionally. People buy the beans already pre-roasted.
Yeah.
When you go to a supermarket and buy your beans or to a cafe, they're already roasted. So you just need to grind them yourself or get them to grind it and you can make your coffee. Whereas they do it themselves and they roast it in a pan.
That's very interesting also. They roast in a pan.
Yeah.
In here, the people also, they even use a very difficult machine to try to roast a coffee bean into a certain smell or certain level to make the coffee taste differently. So not just easy to roast it in a pan.
No, not at all. Although they do grind it after they talk about they ground after the beans are ground, then they brew it in a pot. So they still do grind the beans once they've roasted them.
Okay, so that makes more sense because I saw they cook the coffee without grinding.
Yeah, so not so strange. The one I thought, there was two I thought were very interesting. Tell me what you think. That was, let's go to the video. I want to find it on the video. was the coffee they had in Finland. And
Finland.
Sweden. Finland and Sweden.
Oh yeah, that is different way to taste the coffee.
Yeah, I
How
want to
can
try
you-
this.
How can you melt a cheese?
Well, they didn't say the cheese melts because
I know,
cheese
but-
curds.
But the cheese with coffee, well, cheese go with coffee, that I understand for like for like the
Like a
dessert or
combination.
the snack. Yeah, the combination I can understand, but put the hot coffee with the cheese, that is a little bit strange.
It's strange, right? But I want to try it because what did they say the cheese does? The cheese does something. Do you remember?
No. Suck up the coffee like a bread. Oh yeah.
Soak up the coffee. And then you eat the cheese. So it's cheese
With coffee.
all has coffee inside.
Yes.
It
Okay.
could be interesting.
Yeah. You can do it at your home. You can try it.
I'll buy some cheese curds and buy some some espresso and pour it over my coffee. Maybe it won't taste as good as the Swedish ones. I think they have the
I think there's
True.
cheese with smoky flavor. You see the
okay.
the cheese curd.
Yeah, Lepiostu. Yeah, a special type of cheese. See, we couldn't buy that here in Australia, so
Yeah, I think that is with smoke finish.
Yeah. Is there a coffee here out of all the different types in the world that would be your favorite, or the one you want to try the most?
Favor. Favor, I think. Vienna. I like Vienna coffee.
Have you tried their egg coffee?
No, I didn't. I had a Vienna coffee in Vienna, but I didn't try the egg coffee.
Oh, the egg coffee, Grace, is amazing. Look at it. Look how good. Hang on, come back here. Oh, hang on, where is it? I'll find it. Yeah, the very first one, yeah. So they were
I
short
know
on
with the egg yolk, right? And then boiling water into it.
So it's the egg yolk, condensed milk, whipped together. So it's
Yeah.
very sweet, and not healthy.
Yeah, because intense milk is very sweet.
Yeah.
I think the taste should be good because with the egg flavor.
Oh, it's amazing. Because you know what egg does when you whip up the egg?
Yeah.
It becomes like a meringue. Do you know
Mhm.
meringue?
I don't know the word.
I'll type it. Meringue. Oh, now I have to spell it. Oh, I don't know how to spell it. Something like this. Did you mean meringue?
Oh. Okay. Hmm?
Hang on. Sorry, my spelling of this word, I don't know the spelling of it. It's not a word I use often. Meringue. 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 Okay. MERINGUE. Meringue.
Okay. Meringue.
Yeah.
Meringue.
Yes. Soupy.
Yes, soupy.
Soupy.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you know what this is? Is that translation correct?
Yeah, I think so. I understand what it is.
So that's what
there is
happens
one kind of soup has the top of the meringue, right?
Meringue. Is there a soup that has meringue? Because meringue's always sweet. It's egg whites and sugar generally mixed together, and it makes a meringue.
So the translation might be a little bit different.
Oh, what does soupy mean?
Soupy means they use flour and the egg and butter to make like cover on the top of the soup. Soupy time. Let me see.
This is the pictures I'm showing on the screen. This is traditional meringue.
Oh, okay. This is the we call it like 鲜奶油. We call it this okay. So that is now I understand the soup.
Yeah, I love meringue.
Me too. Whipping cream, right?
Yeah. We have a very famous dish and dessert in Australia called the pavlova. Have you heard of it?
No.
Oh, if you like meringue, Grace, you would love this dessert. I'm telling you. I'll show you a picture of it.
This is the soupy, the translation.
Oh, souffle. I think maybe.
Yeah, similar to souffle, but souffle with egg white only. But this is made by egg and flour and butter.
Ah, okay, right. So it creates like a dough, quite a hard dough.
Yes, and on the top of soup, you can break it down into the soup.
Oh, I think we just call that a crust.
Crust?
Yeah, crust.
Okay.
Yeah, that it forms on top.
So meringue is more like whipping cream to me.
Yeah, but hard.
Hard one.
Yeah, so hard. So look at meringue. So these are all crunchy. So meringue.
Crunch?
Yeah,
oh, they bake it in the oven, so it makes crunch.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, or they whip it, or they like they use a flame and they cook it on top, like here, and you bite, and it's crispy on the outside but soft and gooey on the inside.
Oh, okay. And it's very sweet. Eee.
Oh, it's amazing, Grace.
No. Too sweet.
This is one of our most famous desserts in Australia. It's called the pavlova.
Pavlova. With a lot of berry on the top, right?
Yeah, it's best with berries, yeah. So the base of the pavlova is the meringue. So it's like the bottom is the crispy part. Then you have the cream.
And what is the inside? Inside is a cake, soft cake.
No, inside it's like fluffy and crispy and like a bit gooey, because the meringue, on the outside it's crispy. Then you bite, and inside it's quite soft and
okay, like a cream.
No, a bit more texture than cream, so a bit more chewy than cream.
More chewy than cream.
Yeah, more chewy than cream. So you have the base. You have cream on top though. On top of it, you have the cream.
Okay.
And then you put the berries.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, it's amazing. If you
So
ever come to Australia, you'll love it.
So it goes with the coffee, nice.
Coffee and pavlova is like my match made in heaven.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, it's very, very, very good. But I love the egg coffee. The egg coffees in Vietnam were the best.
Oh, the egg coffee in Vietnam? No. I don't dare to taste it.
Why not? Too sweet.
They have the small duck in the egg. Do you know that?
The small duck in the egg. I know the one you're talking about. It's like the 100-day-old egg.
Yes. Ooh, that is disgusting. Ooh, no.
But in this egg, there's no duck, no chicken.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Grace, you're Taiwanese. You guys eat some crazy food as well.
Yato, steaming tofu.
Yeah,
What you
stinking
saying,
tofu,
Steph?
stinking tofu, and all this weird food.
Not weird to us. We have that since we are
Exactly.
it's not weird. We even eat snake
Oh yeah, yeah, we eat snake too sometimes.
and snake and the eel and what else?
Ah, tell me about eel. What's your thoughts on eel? Do you like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
eel is very nutrition.
Nutritious,
Yeah, nutritious.
is it?
Yes.
I have some Japanese students that I teach, and they always tell me about eel and how amazing eel is, and I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, you should try the eel rice. It's very good, tasty.
Really, it's tasty, huh? What does it taste like? What could you compare it to?
Taste compare like soft. It's similar kind of a fish, and they will bake it with soy sauce and the sugar on the top, like a barbecue sauce. So it tastes very like you can just think of a barbecue fish, the
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of sweet and a little bit sour. No sour, sweet and the soy sauce will have a
Like
flavor
salty,
after cook.
like a bit salty, sweet and salty.
Yes, yes. So it tastes nice.
Yeah. Sounds lovely.
Yeah, you should try it. I think the Japanese restaurant in Australia should have it.
They do, they do. I've just never been game to try it.
Oh, you should taste it.
Okay, I will.
Because Japanese they like to eat the eel rice with some occasion, something like good luck or wish them have the like a good fortune. So they will eat the eel rice.
Eel rice. So that's just rice, eel with rice.
Yeah, eel on the top.
Oh, okay. You've traveled to Japan a few times,
A lot.
haven't you, Grace?
Yes, a lot.
Times. What took you to Japan? Just for holidays, vacation?
Vacation, yeah. I went there since I was little because my father used to go to Japan for the business trip. So I will sometimes go with him since I was little, like 7, 8, and then the teenage. So I'm quite familiar with Japan.
Yeah. Do you like Japanese cuisine?
Of course.
Do you cook it yourself or prepare it yourself ever?
Yeah, I cook myself in Taipei now because we are in the quarantine.
Yeah. So what type of Japanese food do you make?
The easy one. I cannot make the difficult one. The sushi or the sashimi, you need the fresh fish, and the fish requires certain, like you need the fresh fish from the market. So I don't do it.
Yeah.
We will
What's
cook.
the skill with the
Yes,
preparation of that?
we will cook the easy one, like the seaweed soup or the and the egg 蛋包饭, the fried rice with tomato sauce and then cover with egg.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the easy one.
I see. Cool. Interesting. I thought this Turkish coffee, like I've had Turkish coffee before. It's also it's brewed like you do in Taiwan, but it's very strong. But did you see how they cooked it? Or they boiled it?
They in the broth in a pan and the sand put in the sand, hot sand.
Hot sand.
It's similar like you cook in the hot rock.
Yeah, but the sand must be so hot to get and generate enough heat.
Right? Yeah, you have to like have the fire under those sand to make it hot enough.
Yeah. I wonder what difference that makes. Like, why couldn't they just boil it in water? Why do they use the sand? What difference do you think it makes?
I think it's the similar to you use the how to say, the burning rock, and you can cook
Hot rocks.
you can cook the fish. You cover with the paper and then put the hot rock on the top, and then fish will be cooked. They say the temperature, the high temperature makes the food with more juicy
Yeah, yeah.
when you open the paper. So I think it's the similar type you cook with the hot sand and with the no, it's the metal, right? The metal cup.
Yes.
So it will boil the coffee by the hot pans, not the boiling water. So I think the taste must be different.
Did you see how quick it is though? Like, see how quick the coffee foams up. They put it
Yeah.
into the sand. You mix it in, put in. It gets hot so quickly.
Yes, that will cook coffee with different taste.
Yeah, amazing, right?
We should try that. I think it must be nice.
I would love, Grace, just to do this world tour. Go from Vietnam to Australia to India to Ethiopia and just try all the different coffees around the world.
That sounds nice. Especially at this timing, we cannot go anywhere.
I know. It's nice to have these dreams, right?
Yes.
Although I think I've decided where I want to go next. I want to, it's a holiday that I planned and never got to do. I had to cancel it because of an earthquake. And that is Nepal. I want to go to Nepal and I want to trek to Everest Base Camp.
Nepal with the Everest camp. That is very high. Can you do that?
I have before, yeah. I've been higher before. Do you know the highest mountain in Africa, Kilimanjaro?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I've climbed that. I've been to the top of that. Yeah, so that's higher than Base Camp Everest. So I've done this before. So I'd like to try Everest Base Camp. Not top of Everest. That's too expensive and too dangerous. But to the base camp is much more achievable.
How high is the base camp?
5,500 meters.
Oh, okay, 5,000.
Yeah. So whereas Kilimanjaro is nearly 6,000 meters, so it's about another 500 meters higher.
So you don't feeling any uncomfortable on the top?
Oh yeah, you feel sick. Yeah. You
feel sick, right? Because I can't go that high. Over 3,000, I will have the dizzy or whatever it is.
Yeah, I take a tablet called Diamox tablet, which helps with altitude sickness.
Oh, so you have to rent that, right, in there?
Yeah, I take the tablet. I get the tablets here in Australia and take them with me.
Oh, okay. So you need to take to the Everest too.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the next trip I want to do.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, anyway, Grace, thanks for coming along today and chatting with me.
Yeah, thanks for chatting. This is nice to talking about the coffee.
I know.
It's interesting.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
And I will see you maybe tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, okay, that's a no from you. You're not coming tomorrow, are you?
I have a yoga class tomorrow.
Oh, you do a yoga class? Ooh.
Yes.
I do my yoga before class.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Grace. Bye.